Welcome to the Cowboy Football Roundup. I'm Dave Hunziker, along with Oklahoma State's 10th-year head coach Mike Gundy. And let's go back first to your first conference loss at TCU. It's a tough Saturday, obviously. So what's the most important thing that you do and the coaching staff does to help the team bounce back?
Well, we tell them the truth. We identify where the issues happened in the game, why they happened. And we've always done that here, and it's worked good for our team. They were a better team than us. We knew going into the game it was going to be a tough game. We had plans in place to try to get into the fourth quarter with a chance to win. When you play a team that's playing at the level they are now with the experience they have at their quarterback and they're mature on defense, you try to get to the fourth quarter with an opportunity to win, them turn it over, make a big play on offense. And we actually ran the football better. We blocked better against a really quality front seven. We didn't protect the quarterback as well as we need to. So we improved in the running game. And then defensively, we gave 3 scores in around 5 minutes, something like that. I'm not for sure. But in the past, we've limited big plays. And then offensively, we put the defense on the field so many times consecutively. We expose them, and then they get in a difficult situation from a depth standpoint. We're still down a few players, so we have a number of guys playing a lot of snaps. Playing on the road, the 3 scores that happened really fast started to snowball, and we never could rebound out of it because we couldn't sustain a drive.
Right.
I thought when it was 21-6, and we had a chance to score, we were down on the 10 or 12 yard line, somewhere down there close. We ended up kicking another field goal. We had a negative play. If we get to 21-13, then at that time it affects their play caller on their offense. And we never, from that point on, we never really got close enough to affect how they approach the game. They could just call at will,
right,
which we have around here for years. The good news is our defense continued to play hard. If not, they'd have put 60 on us real easy. They continued to give effort, chase the ball, make plays. So I was proud of them for that. And offensively, we continued to work at it. We just got behind and opened up the floodgate, allowed them to do some things on defense that were a little unconventional, and then our hands are kind of tied on offense. But our coverage units were good. Kicker and punter I thought were good. So there is some improvement there. We just have to continue to push forward against this next team.
Stay with us. Coach Gundy and I look at the highlights of the Cowboys game at TCU after these messages. The Cowboy Football Roundup is brought to you by Case IH. Get in the red zone with Case IH. Visit caseih.com/Cowboys. By Mercy, your life is our life's work. By Cox OSU On Demand, your front row pass to OSU football, exclusively on Cox in the Free Zone. By OG&E, power at the speed of life. By Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of the OSU Cowboys. By Verizon, the exclusive wireless provider for OSU athletics. And by Integris Health, the most trusted name in healthcare.
My brothers and I were very lucky. Our dad was a physician. We got to see what medicine was all about. We got to work with him in his office and see patients with him. And we decided that the best way to honor our parents was to name the sleep centers after them. If you listen to the patient, they'll tell you what's wrong. I can't imagine practicing medicine without getting to know people and interacting with them. But I also gauge success in terms of outcomes. 90–95% of our patients feel better, and it's pretty quick. They see improvement in their sleep quality and their daytime alertness and their quality of life. Our goal is to help them not only to sleep better, but understand what they need to improve their sleep, because their life truly does depend on it. I'm the luckiest guy in the world because I enjoy going to work every day, and seeing patients is still the best part of my day.
Get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99 at PizzaHut.com. A deal this good only lives online. So for a limited time, try the $7.99 online deal any day of the week when you order at PizzaHut.com. The best Pizza Hut deals live online. Pizza Hut.
Don't just dream of being the hero. Make it happen.
I can't believe we missed the game for this. We're not. I got XLTE.
It doubles our 4G LTE bandwidth in cities nationwide. So be that guy with Verizon XLTE.
Now get 1 gig of bonus data and our best pricing ever on the More Everything plan.
Let's go, Dr. Pepper here. Let's go, Dr. Pepper here.
I've seen it all up here. I've seen flip flickers, Hail Marys.
I see nachos.
The only thing I haven't seen up here, a playoff.
You hear about playoff?
You heard about playoff? Can you hear me? This whole idea of playoff is pretty much my idea.
This year, we're crowning the first true, undisputed #1. All those other seasons, they don't count.
This is like the first real season of college football.
Yeah! Oh, man.
Super painful.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Let's go, Dr. Pepper here.
Get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99 at PizzaHut.com. A deal this good only lives online. So for a limited time, try the $7.99 online deal any day of the week when you order at PizzaHut.com. The best Pizza Hut deals live online. Pizza Hut.
We're back on the Cowboy Football Roundup. It was Oklahoma State's first trip to Amon Carter Stadium since TCU joined the league a couple of years ago, and we'll take a look at the highlights of the Cowboys contest against the Horned Frogs. It was a beautiful day for football. A lot of Oklahoma State fans were in attendance, as a matter of fact, and as we take a look at some of the highlights, you mentioned in the first segment the improvement in the run game, Coach.
Well, we blocked everybody up, and Dez made the safety miss. You know, you're not ever going to have a blocker for the safety, and started the game off there. Got 10 yards. Come right back in. We ran an inside zone play. We got an additional 8 or 9 there. So we've improved the running game considerably just from the last week. We ended up not making a play there. Defense is there. They're pop pass pay for them, where they play fake and trying to throw the ball over the middle. Very popular play in this league and this offense. And we made a nice play. There was a good play there. They're trying to run a kind of a naked pocket protection, and Ogbah's been so good this year in situations like that, where he's fought that blocker off and made a play. Offense is back out there, and we hit the deep ball. They gave us the big throw there to Shep. Nice ball by Dax, nice play by Shep. Off the play action pass, gave us a chance to run under it and get a big play. Got the ball down there on about the 12, 14-yard line and could not get it in, so we ended up coming through, kicking the field goal. Ben's got a nice leg there, puts it right through the middle. Protection is good. The ensuing kickoff, we had really good coverage there. That's Deshaun Franklin, a former walk-on for us that now is on scholarship, that made some really nice plays and contributed in special teams. They're trying to throw a tunnel screen there, and Castleman finds a way to make that play in a drop and gets a big interception. He's got great hands. It's too bad that we couldn't use him on goal line, tight end, and fullback, because he's got phenomenal hands for a big guy. Dax there on a play action to Glidden in the middle on a pop pass. Here's a replay of it here on 3rd and long. Dax sits in the pocket, throws a nice ball to Glidden, takes a hit right after the throw. It's just one of those things we've been talking about. He's taken a lot of hits, you know, and right there he shouldn't have taken a hit. He should have been able to throw that ball in that time and then not take a hit. We didn't score again down there and didn't punch it in. Came out and made the field goal. Protection was good, kick's good. Ensuing kickoff, kick was really good. Great hang time. Our front guys were almost inside the 25-yard line, and then it's really hard to set up a return when your coverage unit's that far down the field. They did a really good job all day. Kicks were good. There's Dax on the outside fake to Tyreek, then throwing the naked pass to Glidden. It was a good route. It's a good throw. Nice football play there. Give us a 1st and 10 there at midfield. Here's the bubble play outside to David. Good job making a guy miss. Got another 9 yards. 21-6. We're at 2nd and 1 on the 44-yard line. Dez pounds it up in there for another 4-yard gain in the run. Now we're 1st down. We don't get it much. Only get 6 yards. 3rd and 4. Handed the ball to Tyreek. Did a good job. Now we're 1st and 10 on the 30. 21-6. Another zone play to Tyreek. Broke it out for about 12 yards. Ran the ball better. Now we're at 1st down on almost the 17-yard line, and we only ended up getting to the 10. We were on a 4th and 4. We had to kick another field goal. Yeah. And that's where we needed to score, and we didn't get it accomplished. Is that Ogbah again?
Yes, it is.
Coming from the backside again. He's kind of the sack king on those play passes coming from the backside. Then we go back with Tyreek Hill. Nice play by their safety there. I thought he was gone. Made a nice play there. And then we were first down again. Couldn't make a play. There obviously weren't a lot of highlights to show in the second half. We didn't do much on offense, and defense made plays at times, but just on the field too much. We've got to get them off the field. So, we haven't had a loss like that around here in a long time, which is a good thing. The difficult part is everybody adjusting to it. It's hard for the coaches. Coaches understand it's our life. Difficult for the players because of the work they put in. But their spirits, their attitude's been good. They were good last night, and they understand the importance of preparation. We don't want one loss to affect us in the next game. We want to be able to prepare and play hard and have a great game against West Virginia.
Coach Gundy and I back with more after this on the Cowboy Football Roundup. Let's take a look ahead at what's coming up in Oklahoma State athletics with our Cox upcoming schedule. A look at the schedule is brought to you by Contour from Cox. Contour is TV just for me.
Love your OSU Cowboys? Get the 411 with OSU On Demand. It's the only place in town to get a unique look at weekly practices and a behind-the-scenes peek at your OSU Cowboys.
If you love your OSU Cowboys, you're going to love OSU On Demand. Available only on Cox in the free zone.
Go to Channel 1, Free Zone, Cox Local, and select OSU. It's your front row pass to OSU athletes.
I, along with these witnesses, bear testimony in your marriage commitment with each other. Through the exchanging of rings and your marriage vows, you have pledged lifelong love and fidelity. I am honored as a minister of the Lord to shepherd you into this new life. And with the power vested in me by the state of Oklahoma State, national firing.
Welcome back to the Cowboy Football Roundup. Coach Gundy, you mentioned something in the highlights against TCU, the coverage on kicks and Kip Smith's effectiveness, but he's also been very good as of late in terms of punting. I think the net punting the last 4 games has been over 41 yards per punt. Would you say he's one of the better directional kickers you've had in your time at Oklahoma State?
He's improving on his hang time. We direct punt. The guys that are really good at it, they tuck it inside those numbers to the boundary. He's been doing a good job of getting it around the hash. But his hang time is where we really benefited. He's worked hard at it. You know, he's continued to push through and practice. And again, we're talking about another guy that's relatively new. He's in his, what would be a year and a half. And so we really like what he's doing and the direction he's going.
Another thought, quarterback-wise, Dax Garman has been the starter since week number 3. He came in week 2. J.W. Walsh was injured in week number 2. But it's interesting. I wanted to ask you, how much do you feel like you miss a running quarterback? I went back and looked at this. In the last 14 games in which Oklahoma State's had a running quarterback healthy, 5 times a quarterback has led the team in rushing. Nothing against Dax, but how much do you miss that element of a running quarterback?
Well, a running quarterback opens up different doors for you on offense. And last year, Clint did a really good job of manufacturing some yards and got some big runs. And Dax is not going to run as much. I mean, we all know that now. But he throws the ball very effective downfield. And so you say, well, then how do you overcome or how do you take advantage of his ability? Well, that's where I talk about each week of we need to run block more effectively to allow them to run the ball, so safeties have to be involved in the run game.
Right.
If safeties aren't involved in the run game, it's hard to throw passes. There's more people back there. And when you have a running quarterback, as you mentioned, it's a completely different setup for the safeties that you're competing against.
Stay with us. Orange and Blackwell this week features one of the Cowboys' stars on the offensive line, the Koenigs, and the long line of Koenigs who have come to Oklahoma State to play on the offensive line. That story featuring the youngest of the bunch, Daniel, after this.
Time now for your OG&E Wind Power play of the game.
First and 10, TCU at the Cowboy 40, and Boykin throws an inside screen. It's intercepted. It's intercepted by James Castleman. He cut in front of the tunnel screen, and I've never seen that before.
Don't just dream of being the hero. Make it happen.
I can't believe we're missing the game for this. We're not. I got XLTE.
It doubles our 4G LTE bandwidth in cities nationwide. So be that guy with Verizon XLTE.
Now get 1 gig of bonus data and our best pricing ever on the More Everything plan.
Get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99 at PizzaHut.com. A deal this good only lives online. So for a limited time, try the $7.99 online deal any day of the week when you order at PizzaHut.com. The best Pizza Hut deals live online. Pizza Hut.
Let's go, Dr. Bubby. Let's go, Dr. Bubby. Yeah!
Hi, Larry Culpepper. I'm watching you. You're good, man. You heard about the playoff, right?
Woo!
It was my, pretty much my idea.
Play football. Keep it alive out there.
This is like the first real season of college football.
Get down and stop there!
Did you play last year? Didn't count.
All
right, man. Gotta get back to work. All right, good.
Let's go, Dr. Bubby here.
I, along with these witnesses, bear testimony in your marriage commitment with each other. Through the exchanging of rings and your marriage vows, you have pledged lifelong love and fidelity. I am honored as a minister of the Lord to shepherd you into this new life. And with the power vested in me by the state of Oklahoma State, pistols firing.
Get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99 at PizzaHut.com. A deal this good only lives online. So for a limited time, try the $7.99 online deal any day of the week when you order at PizzaHut.com. The best Pizza Hut deals live online. Pizza Hut.
We're back on the Cowboy Football Roundup. Time now for Orange and Blackwell as Lauren Blackwell joins us now. An interesting story how one family has made what is not a short trip from Cape Coral, Florida to Stillwater.
That's right, Dave, 1,400 miles to be exact. But for nearly 15 years, the Koenig family has made that trip to Stillwater to not only watch one son, but 3. The Koenig name has been a constant at Oklahoma State since the Bob Simmons era. Following Doug and David from Cape Coral, Florida, Daniel Koenig is the third in the offensive line trifecta of brothers that have donned the orange and black.
Doug, he didn't really, get that many offers. Oklahoma State was one of them. He came here and liked everything he saw and basically committed here. And then David was kind of the same way, didn't have that many offers. I think he wanted to be with him. They both love it here. I just know they liked it, they liked the fans, they liked everything like that.
And with that, when it was Daniel's time to make a commitment, despite many offers, the obvious choice was Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Me, I had way more offers than them, and I took all my unofficial visits, and I committed here on the last visit in my junior year. They didn't pressure me at all. I liked the facilities here. That's basically why I came here.
Daniel was only 7 when oldest brother Doug began his OSU career. The Koenig family spent many weekends traveling to Stillwater in a much different environment than we see now.
I still remember coming to the games, and just there was no traffic, no nothing. The stadium was, you know, none of that stuff was around. West End Zone wasn't here. I mean, it was small, and now I think he's kind of jealous of it. He sees the indoor practice facility, what I get to do every day, workout, locker room, everything's much bigger.
Stillwater became a home away from home for Bob and Cindy, who have regularly traveled the 1,400 miles to watch their boys.
They've met so many people. They have friends here. They actually bought a house here back when both my brothers played here, so they could live there. And they've made friends all over the place. They love it here too.
But after this season, the family legacy will come to a halt. Not to say we'll never see another Koenig on the roster.
It's a possibility. My oldest brother has a 2-year-old that's pretty big for his size or for his age, so who knows?
And you know, it's interesting, the Koenig family really had no ties to Oklahoma State before they started coming here, because Bob, the dad, is a Virginia Tech graduate. Cindy, the mom, is a Radford graduate. But boy, once the Orange gets started, it tends to just keep on going.
Well, I think you can say that for everyone, Dave. When Orange gets in your blood, it just kind of stays there, and homecoming this weekend is a prime example of that.
Of course, the walk-around will be happening in Stillwater on Friday. It's America's greatest homecoming, and it should be another great one this weekend as well. We come back, Coach Gundy and I preview the homecoming game as the West Virginia Mountaineers come to Stillwater, coming off a huge win over the Baylor Bears. Former Cowboy offensive coordinator Dana Holgerson and West Virginia in town for homecoming, and Coach Gundy and I preview the matchup after this. Time now for the Case IH Red Zone recap. Oklahoma State was 3 for 3 in the red zone in the loss at TCU, as the Cowboys kicked 3 field goals in 3 red zone trips. That's your Case IH Red Zone recap. Get the most out of every acre with Case IH. Log on to caseih.com/Cowboys.
My data is mine, not mined.
Mine to share.
Mine to keep. It's mine when I want it.
Mine where I want it.
And only mine. My data is mine to analyze.
Mine to put to work.
Mine to control. It's mine.
The AFS Connect Farm Management System from Case IH connects you, and only you, to the information you need most from your equipment, from anywhere, at any time. AFS Connect, only from Case IH.
Don't just dream of being the hero. Make it happen.
I can't believe we're missing the game for this. We're not. I got XLTE.
It doubles our 4G LTE bandwidth in cities nationwide. So be that guy with Verizon XLTE.
Now get 1 gig of bonus data and our best pricing ever on the More Everything plan.
We're back for a final time on the Cowboy Football Roundup, and you'll face West Virginia on homecoming in Stillwater. And first, just some overall thoughts on the Mountaineers coming off a huge win for them over Baylor and Morgantown last week.
They're playing really well right now. They were in games early, played Alabama right to the wire on a neutral field. Had a real close game with Maryland, ended up kicking a field goal in the end to win. Had a real close game with Texas Tech, ended up kicking a field goal to win. The Oklahoma game really didn't get extended in Oklahoma's favor until the fourth quarter, and then last week beating the number 4 ranked team in the country. The quarterback's playing with some maturity, some experience, seems to be playing with confidence. They have a receiver, number 11, White, I believe is his name, who's a really, really good college football player. I've just seen him play against some of our crossover tape, and he's a good one. But I think the key to their team is their quarterback play, the experience and the plays he's making. He's running up some big numbers, and he's been the difference, in my opinion, from them a year ago to where they're at right now.
How unique is their defensive approach, and how much better do you think they are defensively, West Virginia?
Well, they're improved. They've recruited better athletes. They're a 3-down team, 3-5, if you want to say that. And it's a little different than what you see. There are more teams that are playing some 3-down, so it's not as strange as what it would be a few years ago when we saw a defense like that. And we have a plan, and we always will, for those style of teams. But, you know, I think they'll play 3 down. I think they'll blitz a lot. You know, they've got 5 backers that can come from different areas, and I think they're going to look at us and say, hey, we need to put a lot of pressure on them. And you'll see a lot of those 5 guys show up in some sort of a blitz package.
So it's the Cowboys and West Virginia Mountaineers on homecoming in Stillwater. 2:30 is the kickoff time for the Cowboys and Mountaineers, one of just 2 remaining home games for Oklahoma State. For head coach Mike Gundy, I'm Dave Hunziker. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week on the Cowboy Football Roundup. The Cowboy Football Roundup is brought to you by Case IH. Get in the red zone with Case IH. Visit caseih.com/Cowboys. By Mercy, your life is our life's work. By Cox OSU On Demand, your front row pass to OSU football, exclusively on Cox in the Free Zone. By OG&E, power at the speed of life. By Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of the OSU Cowboys. By Verizon, the exclusive wireless provider for OSU athletics. And by Integris Health, the most trusted name in healthcare.